Imagine ordering a pizza without ever speaking to another person. No phone call, no waiting on hold, no repeating your address or explaining your order. Instead, you open an app, tap a few buttons, and within minutes, your pizza is on its way. Today, that feels completely normal. But what if I told you that the company responsible for changing how millions of people order food isn't really winning because of its pizza? In fact, the biggest reason Domino's dominates the pizza industry has very little to do with cheese, crust, or pepperoni. Behind every order is a sophisticated technology platform powered by software, data, artificial intelligence, and logistics. Domino's has quietly transformed itself into one of the most technology-driven companies in the restaurant business. It may look like a pizza chain on the outside, but inside, it operates much more like a Silicon Valley tech company. And once you understand how it pulled this off, you'll never think about Domino's the same way again. When Domino's was falling behind, to understand how remarkable this transformation really is, we need to go back to the early 2000s. At the time, Domino's wasn't the industry leader people know today. Customers frequently criticized its pizza, competitors were gaining market share, and local pizzerias often had stronger reputations. If someone asked for the best pizza in town, Domino's wasn't usually the first name that came to mind. Like many restaurant chains, Domino's believed that success came from opening more stores, launching new menu items, and spending more money on advertising. But there was one major problem. Every pizza company could do exactly the same thing. Competing only on food meant fighting the same battle as everyone else. Domino's needed something its competitors couldn't easily copy. The question that changed everything. Most restaurant companies focused on making better food. Domino's decided to focus on making ordering easier. It sounds simple, but that single shift in thinking changed the future of the company. Instead of asking, "How do we make better pizza?" executives began asking, "How do we make buying pizza effortless?" Because the reality is that people don't enjoy ordering food, they enjoy eating it. Every unnecessary step between craving a pizza and placing an order creates friction. The longer the process takes, the greater the chance that customers change their minds, cook something at home, or order from another restaurant. Domino's realized that convenience could become its biggest competitive advantage. Investing in software instead of stores. At a time when most restaurant chains were investing in new dining rooms and larger kitchens, Domino's invested heavily in software. It built online ordering long before it became common. Then came mobile apps, saved payment methods, saved addresses, one-click reordering, and personalized recommendations. Every update removed another small inconvenience from the customer experience. What once required finding a phone number, waiting on hold, and explaining an order could now be completed in seconds. Ordering pizza became so easy that customers barely had to think about it. Domino's wasn't simply selling food anymore, it was creating a digital experience. The feature that changed customer expectations. Then Domino's introduced something that seemed incredibly simple, but completely changed how customers viewed food delivery. The pizza tracker. For the first time, people could watch their pizza move through every stage of the process. The order was received. The dough was prepared. The pizza entered the oven. Quality checks were completed. The driver left the store. Customers suddenly knew exactly where their food was at every moment. Interestingly, the pizza tracker didn't actually make pizzas cook faster. What it removed was uncertainty. People are surprisingly patient when they know what's happening. By replacing anxiety with information, Domino's made waiting feel shorter. Soon, nearly every major food delivery company copied the idea. But Domino's had already established itself as the technology leader. The secret most people never notice. This is where Domino's stopped behaving like a restaurant and started behaving like a software company. Every order placed through its digital platforms generated valuable information. The company could see which pizzas sold best, what time different neighborhoods ordered, how weather affected demand, how long deliveries actually took, and which stores struggled during peak hours. Over millions of orders, this data became incredibly powerful. Domino's could predict busy periods before they happened, prepare ingredients in advance, optimize staffing levels, improve delivery routes, and reduce waiting times. Every order made the system smarter. Just like companies such as Google or Netflix improve using customer data, Domino's used information to improve every part of its business. Ordering pizza from almost anything. While competitors were still trying to improve their websites, Domino's was experimenting with entirely new ways to order food. Customers could place orders through smartwatches, voice assistants, connected cars, gaming consoles, smart TVs, and even by sending a simple pizza emoji on social media. Some people laughed at these ideas, believing they were gimmicks. But Domino's wasn't expecting millions of orders from every platform. The goal was something much bigger. Every new ordering method reinforced one message. Domino's was the easiest pizza company to buy from. Every innovation generated headlines, free publicity, and stronger brand recognition. More importantly, it made customers associate Domino's with convenience instead of simply pizza. Technology became its competitive advantage. Eventually, Domino's reached a point where its biggest strength wasn't its recipes. It was its technology infrastructure. Any competitor could launch a new pizza or copy a promotional offer. Building years of software development, customer data, logistics systems, and digital ordering platforms was much harder. Technology created a competitive advantage that became increasingly difficult to replicate. Every improvement attracted more customers, generating more data, allowing Domino's to make even more improvements. The company had created its own flywheel, where technology continuously made the business stronger. Why Domino's feels different. Think about your own experience. When you want pizza, chances are you already know exactly how to order Domino's. Your payment details are saved. Your favorite order is remembered. The estimated delivery time appears instantly. You can watch your pizza from the oven to your front door. Everything is designed to remove thinking from the process. And that's exactly how the world's best technology companies operate. Apple removes complexity from smartphones. Netflix removes complexity from entertainment. Amazon removes complexity from shopping. Domino's removed complexity from ordering food. It didn't necessarily create the best pizza. It created one of the easiest experiences. The biggest lesson. Most people believe Domino's became successful because it sells pizza. That's only part of the story. The real reason Domino's became one of the world's largest pizza companies is because it stopped thinking like a restaurant and started thinking like a technology company. It invested in software when everyone else invested in buildings. Collected data while others focused on recipes. It obsessed over reducing friction instead of simply increasing flavor. Thousands of small improvements, repeated consistently over many years, created an experience competitors struggled to match. Conclusion. The next time you order Domino's, remember that you're interacting with far more than a pizza restaurant. You're using years of software engineering, data science, logistics, automation, and digital innovation working together behind the scenes. Domino's didn't quietly become one of the most successful pizza chains by making the world's greatest pizza. It became successful by understanding something much more valuable. Customers don't just buy products, they buy convenience. And in today's world, convenience is often powered by technology. That's why Domino's isn't just competing with other pizza companies anymore. In many ways, it's competing like a tech company that just happens to make pizza. And perhaps that's the most surprising business strategy of all.